In this video, we'll walk you through how to automate the integration of your Amazon sales orders directly into your target system. For the demo, I will consider my target system as Oracle Database. Imagine you're a seller on Amazon. You receive orders regularly and you need these confirmed or shipped orders to reflect in your ERP system for financial reconciliation and to update your balance sheet. Here's how you can achieve this using an easy three-step integration process that is just by defining source, operation, and target. First, we authenticate using an API to generate an access token. For security, this is done through Security DS. In this case, Bizdata as an organization will provide the necessary credentials as it has access to it. Here, I'll define the source name and select the business object as access token. Since we are generating an authentication token for secure API access, I'll input the access token endpoint URL, set the method to post, and then click on the test button to validate the connection. Now we are in our step 2, where we use this access token to fetch sales order data from the Amazon Sales Order API. The response is typically nested JSON. So first, we extract the relevant fields from the nested structure using data extractor operation. I will mention the key which has access token data, and we will spin the pipeline to check the live data extraction in console. Let me clear and close the console. Next, we move to the API operation step, where we'll use the sales order endpoint. We'll pass the previously generated access token to this request to securely fetch the sales order data from Amazon. Here I will provide my business object name as sales order, and as mentioned, we'll input the endpoint. In the header, I will provide the access token function which will fetch it from my previous response. I will go ahead and spin the pipeline again to check my data in console. As you can see, the sales order data is nested under a key called orders, which itself is inside other parent keys. All the individual order entries are grouped under this single orders array. So now I'll use the single line to multi-line operation to flatten the data. This will break out each individual order from the orders into separate records, making it easier to process and map. Now the data has been successfully transformed into multiple lines, where each line represents a different order data, making the structure clean, uniform, and ready for further transformation or mapping. And next, we use the append operation to consolidate all related data fields under a common key. I will mention the new key name as source having value as Amazon, which will be available across multiple lines we just quoted. Now, using the common key we just created, we'll apply the data aggregation operation. This step combines all related pieces of data for each order into one unified structure, making sure all the data info is grouped under single key for that order. Here I have mentioned my group by key is source and aggregate key is sales data. Since our final target is a database, we need the data in a format it can accept, specifically tuples. So now I'll use the single line to tuple operation, which converts each aggregated order record into tuple format suitable for direct insertion into our database table. Here you can see the tuple creation in action. Since I've already specified the key names I want to store in the database, the operation has selectively extracted just those fields and neatly converted them into tuple format, ready for database insertion. In this step, I've entered the database credentials, specified the tuple keys, and written simple insert statement targeting our table Amazon sales report. With everything mapped and ready, our integration is now complete and ready to send data into the database. In the final step, we simply provide a name for our integration bridge along with a description. We can also schedule the integration to run at specific intervals as per our requirements. Additionally, there's an option to enter an email address to receive alerts in case of any data anomalies. Once everything is set, just click submit and your integration bridge will be created and ready to go. Now let's go ahead and start the integration bridge to push the data into our database. As it runs, we can also monitor the live logs to track the data flow and ensure everything is processed as expected. Let me take you to the database and show you the data getting ingested. As you can see, the records appeared within seconds, confirming that our integration is working flawlessly. This is how you can easily set up an end-to-end integration from your Amazon sales orders to any target system like an ERP. With just few simple steps, defining the source, transforming the data, and configuring the target, you can automate your data flow and keep financial systems up to date in real time. Whether it's for reconciliation, reporting, or operations, this integration saves you time, reduces manual effort, and ensures data accuracy.